today. From U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Minnesota Vikings. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
A good run there by Cook on first down, powering his way forward, a gain of 6. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he stopped immediately there.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
On the throwaway.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense making their way out, and it is Jacob Eason from Washington at quarterback.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
15. First down, Colts.
Here's Taylor. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 99 yards, and a touchdown.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on it.
Give them 14 on that one, and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot.
Nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a run with Cook. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts' 12-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. This will be caught at the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their...
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Smith Jr. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Here for starts. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
1st and 10, Taylor now. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
The give to Taylor. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Stop. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
Ball carrier. He was tackled at
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. On 1st down, Jacob Eason. Catch made here by Campbell. His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
a gain of 5.
Now starts. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's David Arnett picking it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The first down pass.
Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They run again on first down, Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2nd and 2. And that one goes is incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. You that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The throw in the middle taken in, and he's got this down to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Minnesota Vikings. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. Cook able to escape. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
At the 14-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
3 yards to go.
They'll look to throw again. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
It shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
You see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff?
Yeah.
Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Complete. Jefferson the target. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 48. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a big play before the end of the half to get it into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? He finds an opening past the 40. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And finally brought down at the 38. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for...
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cook. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Out of the gun now on third down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. DeForest Buckner, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determine that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, short hot news? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
They just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Again on the ground, again with Starks. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned the block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. DeForest Buckner in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
At their own 27-yard line.
Time to see Jacob Eason and company go back to work. The lead is theirs here in the 3rd quarter, but it's really been the ground game that's been the recipe for success.
You mean the spotlight isn't shining as brightly on the guy throwing it?
No, it's the man behind him that's had a heck of a game.
And that's really okay. That's actually what you're looking for. I mean, your pride tells you, hey, I want to be responsible. I want to throw a bunch of touchdown passes. But when you're able to run the football, typically speaking, your team's doing pretty well. And in this case, they're winning.
We'll see if they have balance on this drive. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Starks. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest. And they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
At the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. seen that much today. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
2 yards. And it's third down.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
First and 10, Eason. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard. At the 27.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. From the gun is Eason. Campbell making the catch. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. Throwing it in here on second down, this time complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another first down at the Colts 37. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. And Cook has it right side. He gets this down about the 21 or 22. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back to throw now on first down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Julian Blackman. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the gun, Eason. Miller finds Godwin complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Eason. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop him with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Second down, here's Eason. Now a short one to Gesicki. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. From the gun, Eason. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. On first down, Jacob Eason. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that was almost intercepted. A 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Colts, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.